Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in our Fortnite video. And in today's video, I want to share with you guys the best linear settings to use in Fortnite. I want to show you guys the best low sensitivity linear settings and also the best high sensitivity linear settings, just because I know a lot of you guys may prefer low sensitivity or high sensitivity. So I wanted to share with you guys both the settings to use if you guys like low sense or if you guys like high. I do have both included in this video, so if you guys are interested in knowing what those settings are and why I recommend them, definitely stay to the end of the video. And real quick, before we get into the video, up on the screen I have the V-Buck giveaway winner of this week. I give away a V-Buck card worth 2,800 V-Bucks every single Friday. If you guys would like to participate in the next giveaway and win one of the V-Buck cards, all you guys have to do is simply drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell and drop a comment down below of either your Xbox gamer tag, PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. I will be giving out one of these cards every single Friday. I will share the screenshot of the winner in the video, so make sure you guys stay updated if you are interested in winning free V-Bucks. And lastly, if you guys want to support me in the item shop, just go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in creator code YoungHumor, and you guys will have me supported in the item shop as a creator. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I want to be sharing with you guys the best low and high sensitivity settings to use for linear in Fortnite. So going into my settings, I'm going to be starting off with the low sensitivity settings that I have. Starting off with my slide hold time on a 0.140. I think this is a great slide hold time to have. It is personal preference to what you like or prefer, but if you guys have no idea, just throw it on what I have here. I think it works perfect. Going down to my sensitivity, my build mode sensitivity multiplier and my edit mode sensitivity multiplier is both on a 2.5x. Now this is a little bit quick. I know this is a low sensitivity settings, so if you wanted to, you can move this down to say a 2.2x. That would be a little bit on the lower side, but a 2.5x is very great, and I wanted to share this on the low sensitivity settings because I am on a 45% for my horizontal speed and my look vertical speed. And this is just overall a really great and sweaty setup when it comes to your settings. And so as I mentioned, 2.5 is a little bit quick, so if you did want to turn it down just a couple of points because it might be a little bit too fast, you can definitely do so and make it work wonders. So the reason I like these settings quite a bit for the building and editing, as you guys were able to see, is it does feel really quick. It feels snappy. I'm able to do all the builds I want to, and this is something that you can definitely use in arenas, pubs, box fights, really anything that you guys want. And so going down into my aim down sights, look horizontal speed, and look vertical speed, I'm on a 9% for both. This is the best low sensitivity percent that you'd want to use for linear. And I also do have a 0.03 look dampening time. Now, look dampening time is personal preference, but it does help slightly when it comes to hitting more long-range shots. So with your assault rifles or even like a mid-range SMG, it just gives you a little bit more precision on your analog sticks. And having it on a 0.3 really isn't that much, but it just gives the little extra touch that I personally like with settings that I think that you guys should give a try, and just let me know how you guys like it. But a 0.03 look dampening time. And for my controller dead zones, I'm on an 8% on both with the foot controller setting off. So these settings that I just showed are going to be the low sensitivity settings for linear that are just overall a great choice to have if you are looking for some lower settings. Now I did mention that the edit and build mode is a little bit quick, so if you wanted to turn it down a little bit, you definitely could. And I think that's really great with a lot of settings that I show. If you just have a personal preference for a couple of points up or down, I think that making those changes to your personal preference is going to be ideal, because settings really are preference for the most part. There can be objectively like really bad or really great settings and sensitivities. So just making small adjustments to the settings as you see fit can really help you out in your own gameplay. And so next I want to be talking about the high sensitivity settings to use for linear. So if you like a little bit quicker and faster sensitivity, I want to share with you guys the settings that I would recommend to use. So slide hold time is going to be on exactly the same. Now you can have it on whatever you would like to have it on, but if you don't know, just throw it on what I have here on a 0.140. So my sensitivity settings on a 2.0x for my build mode multiplier and my edit mode sensitivity, both are on a 2.0. And going down into my horizontal speed and my vertical speed, I am on a 49% on both. I'm pretty sure that almost every pro player in the game is around or somewhere in the 40% mark when it comes to their linear sensitivity settings. So when it comes to high settings, I would consider maybe a 48 or 49% to be a high sensitivity. I wouldn't recommend going into the 50s or 60s per se, because a lot of players don't play on it. And if pro players are playing in the 40%, you should probably have something similar. So, but overall, these settings are a great option for players who like just a little bit more speed when they're turning around, looking left to right. And as you can see, it's great for building and editing as well if you want to build quick, or you can even make these a smooth setting if you want. I did have a lot of control over my crosshair, which I'll get into a second, but mainly help to my look dampening time that I added that really make these settings shine. But as far as my aim down sights real quick, I am on a 11% for my horizontal speed and also 11% for my vertical on both. But what I really like about high sensitivity settings in Fortnite is you do have the option to adjust your look dampening time, which mine here is on a 0.07. Now this really just adds the touch that you need that is going to allow you to be much more accurate from range, and also it can help you out quite a bit in close range as well, because I really do like having the quickness of a 49% left and right and up and down sensitivity. But at that, sometimes being that high of a sensitivity, it can be hard to line up your shot sometimes because it is pretty quick. But having a look dampening time kind of eliminates that to a degree. So having your look dampening time on a 0.07 or even up to maybe like a 0.12 or 0.13 really can make all the difference that you need when it comes to playing on a high sensitivity setting, but also being very accurate as well. And for my controller dead zones, I'm on an 8% and 8%, just as my other sensitivities, and my foot controller is off. So those are going to be all of the sensitivities that I have for linear Fortnite in this video. I also really like that I had a low sensitivity settings and a high sensitivity, because I know a lot of you guys really it is pretty mixed between some of you guys like really low sensitivities. I've seen you guys talk about having in the 30s, and I have seen people be on something like a 50 or 60%. So I wanted to have a little bit of both, where I have a high sensitivity setting for linear and also a low, so you guys can kind of experiment and try out what I would recommend for you guys to use. But with that being said, I do appreciate you guys watching the video. If you guys could, make sure you drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already, hit the notification bell so you guys get notified for every single time I upload a new video. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and alright guys, I will see you in the next video.